Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will change everything. For NFL fans, for Dallas Cowboys fans, and for anyone who knows what the gridiron means in American sports culture, we have a seismic shift on the horizon. A development so monumental that it could redefine team dynamics in ways we can barely begin to comprehend. This isn't just speculation, or one of those fleeting off-season whispers that die down before they pick up steam. This is as real as it gets, and the sources I've been speaking to who have just confirmed this to me. Well, let's just say they're people who know. People who don't deal in rumors, but in facts. In cold, hard truths that leave jaws on the floor and eyes wide in astonishment. We are talking about a superstar, an elite player, one of the best in the league, possibly on the move. Yes, you heard that right. The very foundation of the franchise's future could be altered forever with what might be a blockbuster trade. My phone has been ringing off the hook as the story breaks. Confidential meetings, hushed conversations, the sort of high-octane drama that usually unfolds only behind closed doors in those ivory tower offices of the NFL hierarchy. And the buzz, oh the buzz, it's like a hive of activity where even the briefest mention of this development raises eyebrows, sends chills down spines, and makes the most stoic of team executives reach for something to steady themselves. Everyone wants to know, who is this player? Who is this enigmatic figure that could incite such chaos and excitement across not only Dallas, but the entire NFL landscape? My sources just confirmed something huge, something that could cascade into one of the most talked about trades in recent memory. Hold on tight, because you are about to be taken on a whirlwind ride of revelations and consequences that could change the fate of the Dallas Cowboys and the NFL as a whole. As the conversation in the world of sports zeroes in on this explosive scenario, let me set the stage. The Dallas Cowboys, America's team, one of the most storied franchises in the history of the NFL, finds itself at a crossroads this 2026 season. Their recent seasons have been marked by solid, albeit unspectacular performances. Sure, they've had their fair share of highlight reel plays and nail-biting victories, but deep runs into the postseason have eluded them. It's the same story that seems to haunt them year after year. Inconsistency and gaps in key positions. Review any analysis from the past seasons and one deficiency stands out: the offensive line. It's an issue that has been recognized by analysts and fans alike. The Cowboys, with their strong passing game and a promising young quarterback looking to break into elite status, need protection. They need stability. They need an anchor that will keep their offensive unit firing on all cylinders, game after game, without letting up. In their search for solutions, the Cowboys brass has left no stone unturned. They've been hunting for months, exploring every possible avenue. Secret meetings have reportedly taken place, some in the cryptic quarters of AT&T Stadium, others on private jets. The kind of high-stakes negotiations where phones are often encrypted, and each word spoken is weighed against a backdrop of strategy and foresight. And then, they found him. Who is this mystery player that could potentially change the trajectory of the Cowboys' future? I'm talking about Tevin Jenkins. Yes, the Tevin Jenkins who has carved out a reputation as one of the most formidable guards in the league. A player whose physical presence on the field commands respect and whose technical prowess in the trenches is near unmatched. Tevin Jenkins isn't just another player. He is a game changer. Drafted by the Chicago Bears out of Oklahoma State in 2021, Jenkins quickly made a name for himself. At 6 feet 6 inches and 320 pounds, his size is just the beginning of what makes him an asset. Over his 5 years in the league, Jenkins has not only developed into a cornerstone offensive lineman, but his stats paint a picture of a player who consistently gives defenses headaches. In the 2025 season alone, Jenkins played 16 games, recording over 1,000 offensive snaps and allowing only 2 sacks, one of the lowest for starting guards in the league. His average of 3.2 pressures allowed per game is a testament to his ability to neutralize the most aggressive of pass rushers, and his 78% run block win rate showcases his effectiveness in opening up lanes for running backs. He's more than proven his worth, he's redefined it. But why is he perfect for the Cowboys? Looking at the Dallas Cowboys' offensive line, there is a glaring need for someone of Jenkins' caliber. His versatility allows him to be plugged into multiple positions on the O-line if required, although it's his expertise at guard that shines brightest. Moreover, his style of play, ferocious, aggressive, and yet extraordinarily controlled, is the very essence of what the Cowboys are missing. His presence could solidify the offensive line, providing their quarterback the precious seconds needed to make plays and the running backs the gaps to exploit defenses. But what about his contract situation? Tevin Jenkins is currently with the Cleveland Browns, where he signed a 1-year deal worth $4 million, which included a $1 $96 million signing bonus, and a total of $96 million guaranteed. In the world of NFL contracts, his deal offers considerable value, especially when you consider his statistics and market impact. The cap hit for Jenkins sits at a manageable $732 million, making him not just an incredible talent, but also a financially savvy acquisition, especially for a team with strategic aspirations like the Cowboys. His current team situation does make him susceptible to trade, particularly because the Browns, with their own cap considerations, cannot guarantee what Jenkins might demand in the open market once his contract expires. All of these factors make him a prime candidate to not only be traded, but to be traded to a team like the Dallas Cowboys, who are in dire need of his expertise and are poised to benefit immensely from his contributions on the field. Behind the scenes, the dynamics are equally fascinating. NFL insiders and analysts consistently praise Jenkins, often citing him as a true difference maker on the field. One particularly notable figure in the league, an unnamed head coach, was quoted saying, "If you're looking to bolster your line and give your QB the kind of confidence he needs, you go after a player like Tevin Jenkins. No-brainer." And it's not just the coaches and players who are buzzing. The general managers and executives are in overdrive, mapping out scenarios, drafting the framework of a deal that could bring Jenkins to Dallas. The Cowboys' GM, often seen as a mastermind of stealthy operations, has been reportedly working in the shadows, engaging in clandestine talks with purposes unknown to many, save a select few insiders. However, as is the case with any potential blockbuster trade, there's also resistance. Rival teams have reportedly been making moves to block this deal, recognizing the potential power shift it could generate. There's talk of other teams offering tempting counter deals or even attempting to drive up Jenkins' asking price in a bid to outbid Dallas, though none have the same dire need nor the strategic vision that the Cowboys possess at this juncture. Financially, bringing Tevin Jenkins into the fold is not without its complexities. To fit him into the Cowboys' salary cap structure, they will need to make some adjustments. Yet, this maneuvering, though challenging, is far from impossible. The Cowboys have already been working on extensions and contract restructurings, trying to free up necessary cap space. There is speculation around certain players being released or traded to accommodate Jenkins' salary, making this not just a pursuit of a player, but a full-blown reshaping of the team's financial underpinnings. Adding to the allure of the deal are potential performance bonuses and incentives that could be worked into Jenkins' contract. These would not only reward him for the on-field excellence he's known for, but would further align his success with that of the teams. Picture this: bonuses for playoff appearances, awards, and league-leading statistics, all carefully calculated to ensure that while Jenkins thrives, so too do the Cowboys, and in a financially sustainable manner. Analyzing how Jenkins would fit into the Cowboys' game plan, it's clear he fills a critical need. Playing primarily as a guard, he would bolster the line, which is paramount for their offensive scheme, centered around a mix of dynamic passing plays and a robust running game. Jenkins' adeptness at both pass protection and run blocking means the Cowboys could deploy varied and unpredictable formations, keeping defenses guessing and enhancing their overall offensive potency. Projected stats for the upcoming season with Jenkins in the lineup are promising, suggesting not only fewer sacks and quarterback pressures, but also an increase in rushing yards and a potential boost in points per game. If successful, this trade could very well go down in history, alongside other transformative deals. Think back to the likes of the Herschel Walker trade, which shaped the Cowboys into a dynasty in the 1990s. While this is a different era with different stakes, the potential for a similar seismic shift is undeniably there. To recap, the magnitude of this potential move cannot be overstated. It echoes through the halls of the NFL's vibrant history as potentially transformative and groundbreaking. The next 48 hours will be critical as we await confirmation or further developments in what could either be a new chapter in the Cowboys' legacy or a fleeting moment of what-ifs. For Cowboys fans, NFL followers, and sports enthusiasts everywhere, this is a moment that could redefine the parameters of success and failure on the grand stage of American football. Keep your notifications on, stay glued to your screens, and join the conversation because this saga is far from over. And as always, we look forward to bringing you the latest, keeping you ahead of the curve, and making sure you're the first to know about the deals that shape the NFL. For now, let's watch, wait, and wonder. After all, in the world of the NFL, where contracts are inked and legacies are forged, anything is possible.